If you're working on what we'll call legacy architecture, dynamically, you're not going to be able to move forward as the agentic model updates. For us, for example, we are using the foundation model Nova Sonic, which is provided by Anthropic and available through Bedrock and AWS, Amazon Web Services. So when they're updating and modifying functionality and capabilities, all that automatically updates within our model. So if you're speaking to someone, they talk about AI and they say they have agentic, what I would tell you is within the demo, you want to be able to have voice interaction, text interaction, see if it stores that information, see if that information is recalled through the demo that you're having, and is it adjusting and reasoning where it can answer questions that aren't necessarily specifically programmed through some of those pre-sorted workflows for chatbots.
Got it. Well, and whenever I hear like what you mentioned earlier about applying this to CRM applications for dealerships, just having watched the advancements that have taken place, just within, I don't know, the past 6 to 12 months with the technology that's out there. I'm somebody who's used a CRM for 30 plus years, right? I can share with you, there's not been much advancement in the CRM space in that period of time. And now all of a sudden has come out, and now we have agentic AI that can do all of the things that you just shared, which are all extremely impactful to a dealership's operational aspects on a day-to-day basis. It almost seems to me as if the AI has leapfrogged the CRM in its existing state. To your point about being able to populate the other ancillary or tangential areas of the operations, that all of that gets updated at the same time versus one aspect of your tech stack getting advanced and leaving the rest behind. And you know what I mean? It almost seems like that's happened because, I mean, we've had previous conversations on here about how, in my view, I'm kind of blunt about it. I think the existing CRMs are all dead. I think that this technology surpassed that, and they really were caught unaware. And when you look at your customer records on a CRM, and the way you look at the way that the cadence, the workflow is all set up, it just became, in my view, irrelevant. And as soon as the word gets out with customers these days that they can have these advanced conversations and actually, without having to have a human involved necessarily, where that sounds, looks like, acts like a human, but is actually more receptive and will keep its word and make sure that they come away with the information that they want. In my view, I think that it's going to be a while before they can catch up with it. So my point ultimately is, you can comment on that, but my point ultimately is, whenever you talk about taking on the CRM space with this technology, for one, as a dealer, I could not be more excited that perhaps we're going to be able to take care of customers now and be able to retain owners now, the way that we've always wanted to be able to do as dealers, but just never had the technology because the humans just, we can't get that type of participation to the level and executional level that we would like.